In a small village near a river lived a farmer named Hari. He grew wheat and vegetables on a small piece of land. His harvest was never large, but it was enough to feed his family. Every week, he walked to the town market to sell what he could spare. One morning, Hari loaded his cart with fresh vegetables and set off for the market. The road was long, and the sun was already warm on his shoulders. When he reached the town square, he saw a merchant he had never met before. The merchant wore fine clothes and had a confident smile. His stall was full of shiny pots, colorful cloth, and small wooden toys. The merchant noticed Hari's vegetables and called out to him, "Farmer, your vegetables look fresh. Sell them to me, and I will give you a good price." Hari was pleased. He had never sold his whole cart to one buyer before. He thought this stranger must be kind and generous. The merchant examined the vegetables carefully, picking up each one and turning it in his hands. Then he said, "I will give you 3 silver coins for everything." Hari hesitated. 3 coins was much less than he usually earned selling piece by piece. But the merchant spoke smoothly. "Think of it this way, farmer. You save time. You save effort. Isn't your time worth something too?" Hari did not know how to answer this. He had never thought of his time as something with a price. He agreed and took the 3 coins. The merchant loaded the vegetables onto his own cart and walked away, smiling. That evening, Hari told his wife what had happened. She frowned and said, "3 coins for a full cart? That is too little." Hari did not want to admit he had been fooled. He simply said, "The merchant was clever. Perhaps I was not clever enough." The next week, the same thing happened. The merchant approached him again, praised his vegetables, and offered a low price wrapped in pleasant words. Again, Hari accepted. This continued for many weeks. Each time, Hari returned home with fewer coins than he deserved, but he could never find the right words to argue back. One night, Hari could not sleep. He kept thinking about the merchant's smooth voice and his own silence. He realized something simple but important. The merchant was not stronger or smarter by nature. He simply knew how to speak, how to wait, and how to make Hari doubt himself. Hari decided that he needed to learn this skill too, not to cheat anyone, but to protect what was rightfully his. From that day, Hari began to watch the market carefully. He listened to how other sellers spoke. He noticed how they praised their own goods before any buyer could question them. He noticed how they stayed calm and silent instead of rushing to agree on a price. Slowly, he began to practice these things himself. The following week, when a merchant approached him again, Hari was ready. The merchant said, "Farmer, as always, your vegetables look fine. I will give you 3 coins." Hari did not answer right away. He simply continued arranging his cart, as if he had not heard. The merchant repeated his offer. This time Hari looked up and said calmly, "These vegetables took me 5 days of work in the sun. The seeds alone cost me more than what you are offering for the whole harvest." The merchant laughed lightly and said, "You are still just a farmer. Don't try to act like a trader." Hari did not feel small this time. He answered, "A farmer who does not know the value of his own work will always be poor. I am learning the value of mine." The merchant tried to walk away, hoping Hari would call him back as before. But Hari simply continued his work, speaking to other customers instead. Within minutes, 2 other buyers came and offered better prices for his vegetables. Seeing this, the merchant returned and offered 6 coins instead of 3. Hari accepted, not because the price was perfect, but because it was fair. From that day, Hari changed the way he did business. He stopped accepting the first offer out of fear or politeness. He learned to wait, to speak clearly about his effort, and to value his own work before expecting others to value it. Slowly, his earnings grew. He saved enough to buy a second piece of land. He no longer needed to depend on one merchant's mood or kindness. Many months later, Hari returned to the same market with a much larger cart, full of vegetables and grains from his expanded farm. The same merchant was there, his stall now smaller and quieter than before. He looked at Hari with surprise. "You are doing very well now," he said. Hari smiled and replied, "I learned something important from you, though you did not mean to teach me. You taught me that confidence and patience are worth more than fear. I was giving away my work because I did not believe in its value. Now I do." The merchant had no clever words this time. He simply nodded and walked back to his stall. Friends, this story teaches us something we often forget. Many of us, like Hari, work hard but undervalue what we offer the world. We accept less than we deserve because we are afraid to speak up, afraid to wait, afraid to believe in our own worth. But value is not only decided by others. It begins with how we see ourselves. When we understand the true worth of our effort, we stop settling for less. The world often gives us exactly as much respect as we demand for ourselves. So know your worth, speak with quiet confidence, and never trade away your effort for less than it deserves.